Welcome back everyone to my channel. Today's message is stop running after the father you never had. Stop running after the father that was never there, that was a toxic father, that was no good for you in your life. You're looking for a father figure in these men because your father wasn't in the home, and you're looking for the wrong things. You're attracting the wrong things. You're attracted to the wrong type of men who resemble your father that you probably never met or never knew, or was in the home and you thought you knew that father, but you didn't know him internally. You didn't know him outside of the home, or even maybe you did know him in the home to be an alcoholic or drug addict, or maybe he was abusive physically or verbally to you and your mother, or maybe just your mother, but it's still abuse either way because it's going on in the home, so it affects everyone. We continue as women, and we, a lot of us, we don't get this until we get up in age, that the men that we attract or attracted to resemble a lot of the qualities that are in our father. And I'm talking about not God now, because God has the utmost best qualities. But we're talking about our physical father here on earth, not our spiritual father. Unfortunately, we attract these people because we have been looking for these people all our lives. Maybe you're not physically looking, but you're finding these characteristics in this person who's not healthy. And that's why a lot of times God allows our physical fathers not to be in our lives or in our homes, because they would have ruined us. And we always want what we want, which is not always good. Sometimes we have to deal and be okay with the hand that was dealt to us by God, because He knows what's best for us. He's our Father, and He will always be there. We're looking for these men that was not there in our childhood, and now you get into a relationship and He's not even spiritually or physically present in the relationship. So a lot of times, and I can say this for myself as well, I struggled with this in the past, where I would like a certain type of man, but I don't want him to be around that much, which sounds a little weird, but because my father wasn't around when I was younger, I didn't really fully know him. I knew certain qualities of him that wasn't really great back then. And granted, he has changed. But, it's funny, to be perfectly honest. My son's father has a lot of the same exact qualities as my father, my physical father. And I didn't know that as a teenager, when we were messing around or dating, whatever you want to call it. I didn't even see that. I was just attracted to something that was never there, which is the father that God gave me. I was attracted to all of the qualities, the bad boy qualities, the qualities of he might be MIA, missing in action, but I was okay with that because I was used to that. See, we don't recognize these things, but thank God for the Holy Spirit. He brings these things to our remembrance as we get older, as we grow in the Lord, as we grow in the Word, and start understanding a lot about ourselves. He puts us in the season of alone time, this singleness season. If you really pay attention to all the men you dated that wasn't good for you, a lot of them had qualities of your father. may not have been all the qualities, but it probably been a good couple of the qualities, which is not healthy. And that's why God didn't allow that man to be your husband. And he may not have been a bad person, but he wasn't for you and you weren't for him. God knows what's best for us, but we continue to keep being attracted to these people that will not be good for our future. Those characteristics resemble so much of the father that you didn't have and that you constantly run after. And you keep running and you keep running into a brick wall because you keep running into that same man. He may be a different person, but he's the same man, character-wise and spiritual-wise. This man will not be there for you when times get hard. Like your father was when you were growing up. He wasn't there. This man probably struggles with a certain type of addiction that you don't know about, which don't always have to be drugs or alcohol. It can be an addiction to women. That's why you keep choosing that womanizer type of man. He may also have a horrible attitude with you. It may not be all the time, but when it's time to get into a serious conversation of the things that you're looking for and the things that you would like and need, he tends to catch an attitude or get missing, get MIA, missing in action, like your father did. He cannot deal with a healthy environment because he's not healthy himself. See, we have to hold ourselves accountable a lot of times. And yes, a lot of these men still, it's no excuse for them because as women, we've been through a lot of things too, which I want to bring up. I'm going to be honest with you all. I have two sons from two different men, and I had my children when I was young, one at 17, one at age 22, which still, technically, you still don't know any better, which isn't not an excuse. I've gotten ridiculed. People stereotype me, even men that I've met along the way when I was dating, because they feel like, oh, well, you got two children. They may have not said it, but their actions showed me. And they're from two different men. Let me tell you something. Nobody asks for that. Nobody wake up in the morning and say, oh, good morning, I would like to have two children and be a single mother from two different men. Nobody in their right mind would want that for their life. But you don't know what I could have dealt with in my childhood or could have still been going through in my teens up to age 22. You don't know. So you don't know why that unhealthy decision was made by me, to choose these people that was no good for me in my life. You don't know. So you have to be very careful when you stereotype a woman and you see her with children and she's not married or maybe have children from different men. No woman asks for that. You have to really find out what happened, because that should never make that woman a horrible person or look at her as if she's some type of Jezebel or she's promiscuous. She was promiscuous. No, you don't know her backstory. So don't ever judge a book by its cover. Me personally, I don't mind dating a man with children. And yes, they can be from different mothers as long as he have changed or he has healed. Look at the person in front of you now and make your decision off of that. Don't make your decision off something that you thought they were, or thought that decisions that they made was irresponsible, because you don't know. With that being said, I want us women to stop chasing after the father that we never had, because he may never show up, your real father. But your Father in heaven, he's always have been there. Chase after him, and he will lead you to the man that's the man of God, your kingdom husband, that will be right for your life, right for your future, even right for your present. He knows everything. He knows everything about you, and he also knows everything about that mate that he has for you. So be okay in the wait. Be hopeful, be faithful, because I'm not gonna lie. In the last few weeks, I have been unsteady, not stable with my faith and my hope. To be honest, I have gotten comfortable with being single, maybe a little bit too comfortable. But I know that God say in His Word that no man shall be alone. It's not good. Sorry, it's not good for a man to be alone. Two is better than one. So believe his word. Believe what he told you, because his word does not return void. God is a man that he shall not lie. If he told you something, I don't care if it was just a whisper or if you thought that he told you. He told you he's going to send that husband. I remember last year I woke up and I woke up, I forgot what month it was. It was earlier in the year, and I heard the word marriage in my spirit. I heard the word so clear, like literally somebody was laying beside me and they said the word. And you know what? I had to receive that word, because I know what God says is the truth. He says what he says. Don't look too deep into it. Whatever he said is what he said. And just believe it and receive it. No matter how long it takes, it will come forth. So be patient in the wait. Be hopeful in the wait. Be happy in the wait. Be glad in the wait. And also love yourself in the wait, so you'll be able to love that kingdom husband. I thank you so much for watching this video. I thank you so much for watching my other videos. God has been so good to me. I don't even know a lot of you all. Maybe one day I'll get to connect with you. Right now I'm a little shy, so forgive me for that. But I'm so grateful for you for just taking the time to watch this video and listen to what I have to say. No, I'm not perfect with everything I say, but it does come from the heart. So that makes me imperfectly perfect. I love you with the love of God. Love yourself. And most of all, love Him, because He loves you so much. I thank you. Bye.